It's all right. So there's, what is that, a pet stun? And here comes the cast, but there it is. Let's see if we can slow-mo this. Please let me slow-mo this. Please, for the love that is all of Chaos Bolt. Let it be a slow-mo moment. So we can savor the destruction. I think it's working. Ah, balls. Right here, there's a problem. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I'm going to fix the problem by using keyframes. I'm going to go to like 150. Oh God, not 1250. Jesus. 120. And then back down to 50, 20-ish. Chaos Bolt through the rock. Hacks. What was that? What does that number say? Tell me that is a 9 and not a 0. Don't tell me he just hit him for 300k. Is that even like a valid number for a Chaos Bolt? I think it's probably 200, but it's 200 something thousand. So he basically just took a whole quarter plus off of his life. We can slow-mo that, right? Yes. That was an epic crit right there. Wow. Nice one, Cobrak. Xeun is like, God damn it. I'm sure he's like thinking to himself, damn it. I don't know what you guys think every time you see a Chaos Bolt headed towards you. But when one is headed towards me, I pee a little bit in my pants. My pantaloons get a little bit wet. $300 would be painful, yeah. It's definitely 200 something. But I never saw the final digit on that. We could probably go to find out, we could go to Xeun's perspective, but I can't switch perspectives in this mode right here because I pre-rendered them into a JPEG image sequence just for editing purposes. So I actually pre-rendered it out into a low quality JPEG sequence to do the slow-mo and special effects. And when I do the final render, it's kind of like a proxy that I'm setting up. When I do the final render, it's going to be on the full quality versions. And that's just going to be for quality purposes. I want to be able to render fast on the low quality version, apply the effects, apply the layers, apply everything. And then in the end, when I'm ready to render, I replace the low quality version with the high quality version. And it works better. It works faster to render that way. Because the high quality version is the original footage. It's the best quality I can get. And it's painful to edit because it's compressed. These guys compress their footage so they could send it to me to edit. And After Effects and compressed footage, it is not a happy time together. Even with my computer. What is he doing? Immolate? Can't wait to see the Chaos Bolt effect. What do you mean? Those Chaos Bolts. There's going to be more. There's Incinerate. Looking for a cool spot right here. What is he doing? He's just putting dots up, I think. Yeah, we could slow-mo that. Just because it's a crit. Even though it's small. I'll slow-mo the slow-mo for epic slow-mo. Oh my god. What does that mean? Hope that's not a better save. Oh, it's just a bad frame. It's a bad frame, but that's okay because it's just the image sequence. Hopefully it's okay. Oh god. Oh my god. What's happening? There's a couple of bad. Sometimes with image sequences, when you do the render farm, when I do my render farm, one of the computers will miss a frame somehow out of like however many computers I have running on it. The slow computers, like the kind of, I don't have all i7s here. I wish I did. But some of them are slower computers that are kind of hand-me-downs that work on the render farm. They're not that great. They help. But sometimes they give error files and they fuck up my image sequence. Right there was an example of that. How the render farm can sometimes fuck them up. Alright, let's scroll through this. It's getting a little slower as you get deeper into the time remapping. It has to keep track of the timing. Right now it looks like they're just flirting with each other. See some pillar action. I am unimpressed. I would like some chaos bolts now. There's a cool stun. Is that a stun? Nope. Slow flowing in the air chaos bolt? Yeah. Let's see if we can catch one. See if we can catch this warlock in its natural habitat and capture the chaos bolt as it takes place in nature. Well, Xeun already has full health back, so I don't know what they're doing with his little pillar humps. I think Xeun is waiting for some cooldowns, and Cobrak is just setting up his dot game. That's what I gather. Alright, let me do a slow motion effect right here, but since the screen is panning, it's not going to come out great because we're at a 30 frames per second perspective right now. So it's not going to, I got to be really careful with slow-mo right here. Actually, let's bring it over here. Right there. Right when the panning stops, go mode slow-mo. Boom. Just let that sit right there as he starts to cast a fear. Let you think about what's happening. There we go. Yeah. And then timing resumes. There's the immolate. And guess what's going to come next? Can you guess? Chaos Bolt! Please let it be a good one. Oh no, he's moving. The moving ones are hard to slow-mo. Let's see what we can do though. Boom. I think we could go a little bit more slow-mo. It's working. 25, alright, okay. Let's see. 25, 25. Can we change this to 20, 15? Let's see what happens. Yeah, it worked. And then when it hits, wait. Is he bubbled? Don't tell me that chaos bolt's only hit for 3,000. Oh man. That chaos bolt was a dud, guys. He had his shield or something on. There's an immolate crit or something. What was that? Whatever it is, we're slow-moing it. That's just the way it is. Deal with it. Some people say that I over-edit. Legends of the Arena. You want to see over edited? Watch some Call of Duty 360 no scope montage. That'll teach you. Cool. So after I do the slow-mo on this, the other thing I'm going to do is add a couple of Twitch effects. It's kind of like just to celebrate the original Legends of the Arena, how it came to be. We did a couple of little glitch effects in there. That's kind of my signature move. And then I'll bring the final footage, Swifty's footage, and we'll green screen out him introducing the players. We'll put it in the Legends of the Arena template as it's developed. And then that'll be that. Add some music, of course. We'll put a soundtrack to this. If you guys have music suggestions, let me know. Probably use some Monster Cat because they're safe to use on YouTube. I can use them and Swifty can use them. Swifty can use a lot more things. I don't know all the things he can use. He says don't worry about it. But I think last season, Legends of the Arena, we did get some of the videos got claimed by other musicians. Well, we don't want to do that because we want to give all the musicians a proper shout out and stuff, but I want to try not to get claimed on them. Just to maximize the effort and everything like that. Where's them deeps? Where's those kill shots? Are we there yet? That's not going to be good to slow-mo. That doesn't even look that great full speed. So, fuck that. And if there's a part that looks particularly bad because he's panning around, we can do this. Wait, this is... Do we switch to Xeun's perspective? Okay, so... Starting here, we can keyframe it, and then we can actually speed it up. Maybe go to like 120% for a nice frame blur effect. And when it gets back to the time where the motion is still, we go back to 100%. And it should be, when I add some motion blur to that, it'll be one more fluid movement. So that's some time remapping tricks that you can use if you use the software. Slowing down the speed can get choppy, but speeding up the speed can make things kind of blur together nicely. It gives the motion blur system more pixels to work with. It gives it pixels to blend together when you speed up the speed, at least in Twixtor. Darksock says most musicians want cash over exposure. I understand. I mean, I'm making that music channel now. I know how important it is for musicians to fingerprint their music and get full credit for all of their work and stuff. So I understand that. So that's why I'm just going to stick with the musicians that are approved to be used, and musicians that, want to whitelist the YouTube, they want that stuff, then we'll allow that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the best thing to do is, but I think for YouTube right now with all the claims and stuff, just going to stick to what's authorized and try not to get in too much trouble. The music channel did get into some trouble. The music channel that I'm doing right now is not in trouble, but we ran into, we're having trouble with a musician. There's one of the musicians that he is striking. He didn't try to contact. He didn't say, hey, do you have the rights to my music? Or he didn't even ask what our contracts were, what the music industry guys' contracts were with him and stuff. He didn't ask any questions. He just sent out as many strikes as he could. He sent, I think he sent 3 strikes out,